到画面吗？应该有吧。
有。
哦，它会自己跑下来。Settings。Outline thickness。我看不太出来。哦，有差啦，有差。Controls 应该还好。现在看起来好像没有可以改语言的地方，所以应该只能用英文玩吗？哦，我可以选 What kind of spy are you？ 我可以选一个。这边还有一个，不知道它应该是能力有一些差别啦，但现在看不太出来。选一个顺眼就好。好啦，选这个哈。哦，还有，A big brain in a glass jar 那下面有一些能力值。
大脑袋。
对啊，那我好喜欢大脑袋。我刚刚看到 Big Brain， 我就想选它了。不过这个能力值还看不太出来是什么概念，没关系，我们就选吧。Raise an action skill to train your body and its impulses。我现在有几点啊？看不太出来。哦，三点吗？那我可以点这些。一开始其实也不太确定要怎么点，就看顺眼就点一点好。race， 这样有 race 吗？哦，不能欸，它这个，所以现在都不能哦，它这边挡住了，所以我现在，增加，我现在不可以欸，好哦 ，back，我哪里看？什么意思？等一下，哦，要按长一点。不小心点了第一个啊 shit！ 怎么办？再一次。我想点这个或这个或这个。好啦，算了，点这个。哦，再来我就可以点这些。Code read。哦，看起来不错啊。Stay on target. Hide your feelings. 这个好了。Make systems and machines bend to your will， 想一下哦。好啦，这个好了。Begin. The beginning of the war will be secret.
I once was a spy.
I once was a spy. Pseudopod.
She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an
英文太烂了，我学不
anti-personnel
到
mind in human form.
很多字都可能要查一下。Erratic 是什么意思？嘿嘿 ，erratic 不稳定的。She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personal mind in human form.
Her friends called her Herschel, but for her controllers, she was Cascade.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
Crypto. 什么是 cryptonym 啊？ A secret code name or alias.
Crypto 就是加密。
哦，就基本上我的生活中完全没看过这个词。有啦 ，crypto 这个词，可是这个字首对我来说是别的意思，所以什么 crypto caucus 之类的。
好，
那个是 crypto caucus 的中文是什么？我也忘了，某种隐球菌啊，隐啦。隐也是啦，那真的是这个字首crypto， 因为我们会翻隐球菌。
又被你学了一招。
对啊 ，crypto 呢？说真的，这个就跟那个 Disco Elysium 的前面一样，我都搞不太清楚他想要干嘛，但蛮有趣的。其实我也不懂什么叫做 became of， 就是 she was Cascade 这是什么意思？
Portofino 91, the whole sick crew.
你都不知道 Cascade 是什
Disaster
么意思，还是
untold.
不知道它是
Black
Cascade？
page in the official records.
就不太确定他想表达是什么意思。Cascade。Anxiety raised.
The memory hums, an exposed wire.
None at all. Yet here we are, standing over the smashed and leaking world.
就是我不太懂这个 cascade 的放在这是什么意思cascade 好吧，那选这个
She was recalled. They put her in the freezer.
freezer
Forever, most thought.
什么 They were wrong. Oh, it was nice in there. 我选 It was nice in there.
5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino.
Cascade's controllers ordered her back to the Portofino. 什么是 Portofino 啊
because I asked them to.
干嘛一直 anxiety race 的？
There's a new assignment cascade. I
portfolio
was supposed to give you the brief.
资料夹。
哦。可是是这样子拼哦，我怎么
portfolio？
对啊，不是应该是 portfolio 吗？
好问题。
他写、
啊，这款是什么游戏啊？
就是 Disco Elysium 的。
啊，他们超喜欢造字的，所以
哦，干，这让人很困扰。我刚才在想说，
而且他们会放很多，我不知道这一款是怎样啊，但上一款他们会放很多，我忘记是哪个语言的，反正他会放很多不是英文的东西。
难怪，我就想说这个就是我知道什么是 portfolio 啊，但是 protofilo 我不知道这是什么。要不要 supposed to？
哦，
而且这上网查也没有这个词啊。
哦，
还是这是一个地名，或是他们的一个组织的什么，我不知道。
No one special, just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm, especially.
而且我也不知道这款怎样，但是也像 Disco Elysium 是一个架空的，他们就一群作家搞了一个架空历史跟架空地点，跟反正他们就全部都架空的。
嗯，
所以这种游戏没中文翻译蛮难玩的。
对啊，
我觉得它 Disco Elysium 现在的更新是我觉得最好的版本，就是你可以用中文玩，但是你可以随时一键切其他语言，所以你就看到觉得想知道它原文讲什么就可以直接看。
A special move unique to single cell organisms.
But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics, one of the varieties of mankind.
A spy for the People's Republics.
Right here, in an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino.
哦，所以这真的是一个地名哎。好啊。
This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come. I got caught with my pants down. On the plus side, I no longer have to worry about independent thought or movement.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his sea.
Too late, Operant. I'm smashed and leaking. Whatever happens has already happened.
哦，开始了。我是一个
我们熟悉的 Disco Elysium 式的。
对啊，先去旁边看一下。Dishes recently washed. Something is rooting through the bin in the alley below. 叔叔，叔叔。
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking.
他看起来好颓废哦，这里长得那么帅，然后这边长得那么
Yet not
颓。
alive.
Alive yet not alive. 哦，他是我的搭档。
A pair of headphones have slipped partway off his head,
对啊，
connected to a stereo
这只是
system
搭档很
beside
颓废
him.
没错。
You don't
Pseudo-pop
No response. His eyes are still fixed glassily on the ceiling.
看一下，看一下。
Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it. You get no response.
他是不是快死
No
了？
flinch. No twitch.
他念的
这
跟
就是这部的第一个尸体啊。
他刚刚念的台词跟他写的不一样。他说他 Twitch， 但是他写他 Tremor。这个句子也算不太需要搞懂这整段啦，但是也对我来说也不是很好懂。
As you stare down at him, the man begins to draw.
他应该是真的死哦。Check his vitals， 感这个是下意识反应。
Your fingers detect a low, steady hum where jaw meets neck. Elevated, but not critical.
Oh no！
What that means about his deeper condition, you cannot
Elevated 是什么
say.
意思
哈，
？Elevated
不是就上升吗？
哦，好，
但是
刚没有看新闻呢。
啊，
什么的上升啊？
他的那个吧，脉搏。
哦，好凶哦！
好啦，抱歉吧。
When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed. Would be easier to confirm if you could find a note, or at least a method. Maybe he learned he was to be paired with the storied operant Cascade, and took matters into his own hands. The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges.
看我已经焦虑到爆了。
There may be little opportunity for a second, based on the current visual. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant down.
Searching for clues.
Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila. The name reads Esteman T. Below that, a title, Imports Lead. Sock Merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers.
A slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy. Yum yum candy. 傻小。哦，好哦。Just 10 pairs.好，看一下 business card. Oh, you need this miracle.
Notably absent is an actual phone number.
Oh. D 耶，D 之一族。哇，
Into your pocket it goes.
好，吃糖果，我被吃了就死了，应该是不至于。It's so hard that your fingers cannot make an impression. No matter how much you strain. 有这么硬 ？Cola flavor. 哎呦，英式的。Old school. 好，吃掉它。5 jaw tenses. Delirium race 为什么？为什么？为什么让我 delirium？ The flavor is nothing like cola.
你要呆噜噜了吗？
我要继续吃，管它。
要变呆噜噜了。
It takes all the will you possess to swallow the jagged cloth. 怎么那么硬啊？好啦。
Not even a flicker of a response. The people's spy cannot be caught shirking. Time to escalate.
Demand your assignment. You can retry. 哦，哎，有啦，高分闪过，干，开始狂搜。
Your double has deserted the track before the starting gun. Will you stand for it?
Will you stand for it? 这个 the guest 又是什么东西？哦，好。Stop holding out on me. 干，不知道哎，选哪个呢？不然我们选 All I need is a few words.
Pathetic. History ended a century ago. Last time is reactionary fetish. Defend the party, reject the linear progression of time.
哦，很重
The
哎。
man's breath gargles softly in his throat as you yank him upwards.
He's heavier than he looks. 这看起来好凶哦。开始叫了。Bathroom。又开始叫。
Like any good operant, he's keeping all cards pressed to chest.
I'm feeling pretty fucked here. How are you feeling? 好笑。
The man's head slips 2 centimeters to the left. His jaw
然后一
slides
定要
with
有一
it.
个看起来很颓废，然后配一个很精明能干的。
对啊，这个人感觉，这人给我的感觉很像是喝酒喝太多，喝到酒精中毒才会有这种表现。唉。已经不知道我要讲什么了。一直跟他讲卖袜子，他会怎样？该不会？我想说会不会有什么彩蛋？啊，所以他就这样
You
子哦。
return to your double's limp body. Breathing gently on his chair. He could be a sleeping child, but for the wide open, lightless eyes.
看，好吧，离开好了。没救了，没救了，大叔已经没救了。A mid-range stereo. So.
Following the cord from the unconscious man's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo resting on a sideboard.
Stereo. Stereo.
A Protypo 909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Last generation model. Designed for affordability at the expense of Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the
Ultravioleta.
words Ultravioleta,
Violetta，
but
他念的好好听啊。
handwritten on. You don't recognize the artist. So is the disc, ready to spin. The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk as you push it in. The plastic latch clicks into place, and the discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle is rotating, though the speakers don't produce any sound at all. No sound, save the thin layer of static that lines the inner cable. Amateur wire work. Or do you? You can't tell. The silence is being overtaken
干，我
by
的
a
delirium
different
越来越高了
silence,
啦。
like the slow darkening of night across
而且
the
这
wall of an empty room. This new silence seeps into every corner of your body, loosening fixtures, rattling drawers, seeing what will come with it.
再听一下，再听一下。
There is still no sound, but in your mind an image
超
forms
荒
of a
谬。
blasted heath, a smouldering circle at its center. Figures in tattered robes stagger and sway on
哎、
the
超嗨哎、
horizon.
超嗨超嗨
一直把自己弄到超级得噜噜。
，27%，感觉塞不过。哇，高分通关啊！
A fallen star, an irregular rock of no color the human
超嗨
eye can perceive. A dispatch from the
超级
underside
嗨
of reality.
我已经整个 delirium 了。
这是什么游戏？
就是那个 Disco Elysium 的公司做的团队做的新的游戏，我忘记叫什么了。 干，我现在真的超嗨！
Flash of a distant storm
我现在 delirium 跟 anxiety 都已经爆了。
pale sky.
好奇怪，
Mendicants dedicated to the
竟然是用
fallen
Delirium 跟
star.
Anxiety
Many bodies, one soul.
量它的状态。
That
对啊
tattered，
我
rag
其实也
soaked
看不太
with
懂，但
universal
反正很帅，
kiss.
就觉得很好笑。
吵啊！
They weep with gratitude. They've been released from the prison of consciousness. One among their number turns to look at you, his technicolor robe billowing behind. He wears a small, neat mustache, as well as a large pair of headphones. A friend, an enemy. It is meant for anybody who will listen.
Hold on, what's going on?
Nothing. You're simply playing a disc on a common home stereo system. The sort of thing millions of people across the world do every day. No, you probably shouldn't. It doesn't appear to be. The disc is spinning the way it's meant to. The static quiets as you reset the volume.
干超
The
爽，
great
超爽，
relief
超爽！
shivers through you, though nothing has seemingly happened. A brief internal hum, then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there, like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket. Crimson flashes within its casing as the disc picks up speed. The static quiets as you... A brief internal... You remove the red...
好，好。哎，
This
有电
small
话。
table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter. In the operant bureau's elaborate filing system, red is reserved for personnel
Oh,
files.
personal files.
A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate. Your hand hesitates.
pomegranate 这是什么？石榴哦。Open 好了。
The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you, in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name Wilk Herschel, cryptonym Cascade.
Wilk
Born
Herschel.
Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents, none. Pay class D2. Years of service, 14. All true. None of it useful just now.
History of student. Radicalism led to. Oh. Gunshot, chest, retained bullet. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action. 真假啦 ？Homosexual tendencies
他那个人格，他人格分裂这样子要算什么？要算什么诊断啊？我其实不知道，
我不知道啊。
完全不会，因为我没有，就多重人格这件事情好像没有一个，就应该要有一个诊断，对不对？但我好像不知道这件事，
你说的不知道是指说，
就是不知道要下什么诊断啊，多重人格，或者是说他要怎么治疗这样子，他是没办法什么，因为他应该不算 schizo 嘛
DID 吧，那种什么 dissociative identity disorder。
哦，
他是说他有一些解离的 episodes，不过不知道有没有符合 DID 的诊断，因为 DID 应该也是有一个诊断的标准，但通常好像会讲说有 episodes， 好像不一定代表他真的是可以这样诊断。我其实
他可能是嗑药或者这样。
对啊，我其实搞不太清楚。看一下哦，看一下 DSM-5 的诊断标准好了。
这么彻底，
干，好难哦。那因为DSM-5 好像有说，就是因为你不能跟药物有关啦，就是你的这个你要诊断这个 DID 的话，就假设是真正的就是这个诊断就是解离性人格障碍诊断，你不可以就是因为跟药物有关造成的，或者什么的。这个可能就是不知道是怎么发生的。他这个 homosexual tendencies， 好耶 ，confirmed 。Where do they come up with this stuff？ 这是超荒谬，超级荒谬。Suicide risk minimal， 好哦。
Appropriate to one whose entire existence is a forgery. What can't be forged? The surge of all-engulfing sadness you feel as your hand rests on the page. There's another page behind this one. It's labelled Service History.
Service history。
A tingle in your
14
fingers.
年。
Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site.
Read。不知道甩得过吗？
种那个草吧，就是那种
甩过了。
沙草之类的。
In just a few words, the worst failure of your life is reduced to bureaucratic shorthand.
什么东西？
没有，我以为你在说 REED，
你说 read，
结果你是在说读书的 read。
哦。 哇，这词 bureaucratic， 这词也太
官僚的，
哦，干你怎么会知道啊？
就这样。
官僚主義的，看我平常
Previous
生活根本不會遇
assignment,
到這種詞。
Portofino 88 to
这个刚
91.
从美国回来，
Network,
他应该要很
whole
厉害
sick
的。
crew, operants,
如果
cascade,
有在看英文小
redacted,
说，可能会好一点啦。主要是我比較
redacted,
少接觸
redacted,
專有名詞以外的
redacted,
英文。
redacted,
那你问我这个刚读完《Mistborn》第1集的人就对了。
对啊，因为我像我 Mistborn 就我都是看中文的。其实我已经看过的都是中文了，我应该可以去看看它英文就是原文的写法。
然后我还没看过第2跟第3。
我觉得第2集是我当初看的感觉，第2集是比较无聊，但是都不错啦，3集都不错看。我还是最喜欢第1集，第1集我自己很爱。Run your finger over the black
a
bars.
secret the opera has elected to keep from itself.
Huh?
Obvious. The opera wanted him to know what sort of spy he'd be working with.
好哦。
Most recent assignment, Novessa 91 to present. Satellite Facility B. AKA the Freezer, where the old, useless and discredited are assigned to wander the climate-controlled hexagonal galleries until they're dismissed or die of despair. Or very occasionally, until fate recalls them to the opera's service. Now if only you can figure out why. The folder shuts itself with a tiny sigh. Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an open pack of cigarettes.
还有 cigarettes。
Suprema mark. Smokes ease of mind.
Cool.
There are a few mangled filters in the ashtray. There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. Except secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack.
Oh.
Just as you were
小
once
秘
taught
密
to do yourself. A crisply folded sheet of A7 paper.
哇 ，A7 是多小啊？真的蛮小的。A5 的一半再一半吗？哦，也还好啦，在便条纸的大小。
The Jipwell, Vubsquux, Ongs, Sixfazul, Exquam, Yijizv, Digaruk, Revux, Skilbuch, Jittabubake, What's up, Sift, Hugtok, Huichk, Slaw, The Truck, Relium, Nacht, Skjuva, Fukatskla.
我一直在等他什么时候要念完，好像没有念完的意思。看起来是密码。Am I having a stroke？ 傻笑啦。Rosetta Cipher Basic Design。
The pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there.
哦。先这个好了，算了。
Memories of operant training, hours spent practicing modular addition. These mental muscles, long atrophied, begin to awaken. The perfectly ordered letters offer no response. Memories of opera. All it requires is patience and diligence.
还是我应该要自己先把这串记起来啊，有点懒。
There's nothing left in there, neither smokes nor secrets.
好，我终于可以去接电话了。这里吗？
You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm. Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 256,000 encrypted fragments. The magic box, one of the proudest achievements of the opera's technical services office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
哦，
The voice of authority, otherwise known as your controller.
感觉应该是第一个是最合理的啦。
Operant, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Her voice is just as you remember.
We'll get to catch-ups later. Put pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man in the chair.
我的
The
anxiety，
snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin.
感这人怎么那么这是有个腿的？
You feel your mind starting to spin up. 5,000 revolutions per minute.
好啦，据实以告。
For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Zeroed out，
Meaning eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant. The language of distance, a measure of cotton to muffle the fear.
哎，这个游戏是不是就叫做 Zeroed Out 啊？有点忘记了。 它叫做 Zero Parade， 好吧？
Heavy words, words that set machinery in motion.
啊、太多了吧？想一想。干一堆废话。He's not wearing any pants. I don't know if that's related. 干救命！这觉得这句很好笑。干好烦哦！我想选这个。
Are you implying that he succumbed to some kind of...
Reactionary misadventure. Autoerotic obliteration.
已经太 anxious 了。
对啊。
Tsunami of self-love.
傻笑。
That's not a theory. It's a bad joke. I'll ask one more time.
干我的
Is your double zeroed out?
我的 anxiety 已经
You must
You
speak the
go.
word. She cannot make the determination herself. Once you say it, there's no going back. The momentum of events will overtake you.
Cascade, is your double zeroed out or not? Yes, you do. Is he
干我
zeroed
只能
out
回
or-
yes。
Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already?
已经受
Or
不
is
了
this
你。
just
对啊。
another day at the
对哦。
basement
对不
massage
起
parlor
啦。
of spy services?
Fucking
hell.
hell。
She's wondering how long till she can have a drink. Shriekily liqueur from a can. It's been several hours since her last.
The opera's going to hang me by the toes. For you, it's back to satellite facility B.
哎哎 干，我的技能会降低，
确实，大
我
焦
要
虑。
吐了，超荒谬！救命！干，怎么办？我要降低哪一个？
干怎么办？你自找的怎么办？
干，就是哦。对不起啦。
The freezer, shiver, resist.
That's exactly the problem. You haven't got pseudopod and you haven't got the assignment either. Listen to me. This assignment is over. Effect. The woman in the Photoshop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal with pseudopod.
Middle-aged woman, dark hair behind the counter. You exchanged a few words when she gave you the key.
As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Already your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. Old mechanisms slide and click into position. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well. They won't be expecting you back in the People's Republics for several days. Plenty of time for some self-directed espionage.
Oh yeah.
You've been out of action for 5 years. The opera wouldn't rush sending you back in theatre. Unless... Half a moment's hesitation. Then...
Where'd you get that idea?
Not a denial. Proceed.
Oh. 干 with it out of my ass.
A highly original thesis, also completely irrelevant now. There should still be flights departing for Superblock territory tonight. Make sure you're on one of them. It was no one, a ghost in the wire. The assignment's over. Get on the next tram.
我还可以 fuck this 欸，救命啊！要选哪一个？我赖还是好啦。
If what you're saying is true, enemies abound. Don't get yourself zeroed out.
A click, and the line goes dead.
好耶！好，马桶。诶，这里也有地方。
A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail. If Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene, they did not make it very far. Brown, shapeless, they are utterly unremarkable. The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint. Your hoist-in must have compressed his lungs somehow. Unless you discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket. You slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper. The page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. It reads, THA space 7 LES APR. The missing companion to the cipher you discovered in the cigarette packet. Totally meaningless, yet no meaning can be made without it. One of the many mysteries concerning men's trousers. He was trying to smooth out creases with shower steam. As you turn away, a stray thought passes. They may never be worn again.
好，好像室内都搜寻完了，再跟他讲一下话好了，看他有没有什么
You
新的，
return to your
应该
double
是不会
slim.
有。好，出门，干，出门，出门。没东西。哦，
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence. You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
"要参与这个，好啦好啦，来当个看热闹。
Stark realities that prevent me from pursuing my interests. Also racism, maybe.
"甩得过吗？啊，干！
What? What a full spectrum question. Perhaps you've been huffing photochemicals with this confused Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
怪叔叔，超怪。Dialectics。哦，拿到钱钱了。 pit 欸。干，我是觉得可以试试看啦。来吧。It sounds suspicious. She fucking loves it.好。Bootleg Bazaar. South, in the ruins of the old silk factory. If by some chance you find yourself in Party Alley, it means you've gone the wrong way. Huh? 哇，好多可以问他。
I certainly don't. It looks rather flirtatious. Oh, I'm sure it can. Seedy business attracts itself. You might try one of the bars along Party Alley. Granted, this is only my debut, but it seems to me that something's very amiss. No matter what we do, nothing appears to go according to plan. Pseudopod says it's all part of the work, but it gives me a rather unsettled feeling. A bit early for such a declaration, isn't it? You've only just arrived. Divorce. I don't presume to know the inner workings of the opera, but I have to think I could be better utilized. Of course, I'm happy with the tasks I've been assigned thus far. Keeping a safe house is a major responsibility, but I have other skills, you know. Chemistry, for one. I have an entire photo lab back here with access to all kinds of toxic chemicals and powders. And yet I doubt anyone would suspect a woman like me of, say, poisoning someone. If the assignment required it.
This is a woman who's planned countless perfect murders in her idle hours.
I'm not saying I hope it comes to that, just if it does. It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get it to green, meaning in order.
Just looking at that thing causes you to take psychic damage. Let's stay away.
Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication. As precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone. I'm telling you now, Operant. That's what's happening here. You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
A dread beast humming with dormant power. A handless scribe.
He's totally fucked. 啊，好啦，直接告诉他好了，管他了。Yesterday, he looks stressed. He said it would fall on me to see a turn in the apples. We need to talk to the doctor. Hugo will help. 好耶！所以我现在要去这里，要去找 doctor。好耶！这是不是 哦，太好了。
Much better. Thank you.
Wrong. The sky is only 98% sky. The other 2% is used to cover up the fact that they replaced the moon 4 times. But they don't want you to know that. That's why they're coming for me. But not before I tell you the truth.
I should write down his number.
I am Subcommandante Beckman, and this is the reality situation. No breaks, no filters, no cowards. This is a war, and I don't take orders from anyone, especially not reality. I know about the Boers. I know about iodine. La Luz's invisible aircraft carriers, weaponized nostalgia, microbial microphones,
哦，他用了一
lunar
个，
obfuscation programs.
他用了一个 nostalgia 啊，也是写文才学会了这个词。
哦，那你也挺有品味的。
看，我的 delirium， 我在那边跟哇，可恶。
Find out what I know by tuning into the reality situation. Airing until they shut us down.
哦，好吧，好吧。出门，哎，看不可以出门，哎，真假啦？
I'll print. I'll be here if you.
我现在不能出门吗？哦，这里，哎，看。嘿，偷了。
Finally, someone with courtesy. Do you know when the night is coming?
A handsome man shifts in place. glancing over his shoulder toward the tram
Handsome man.
lines. Suitcases
Handsome man.
surround him.
Strange. I thought I saw you get off that very tram just a few hours ago. What a curious occurrence. In any case, you're out of luck, as there won't be another for several hours yet. I'm waiting on the 9. I was told it was having some problems. But it's supposed to be in service any day now.
An exotic air about this man. Difficult to place. And exceptionally handsome.
Exceptionally
The suit
handsome.
he's wearing hasn't been changed in days.
Zunzak, along with...
Part of the global periphery, not aligned with one of the major power blocks. More than 20% of the world's phone scams originate from a single unmarked building on the edge of its capital city.
I was told it's supposed to be in service any day now. That was a week ago.
Enough time to grow accustomed to new surroundings and start noticing things.
I agree. But what am I to do? It seems to be the only way out of this city. I would appreciate it.
How are you?
I did see a man like that some days ago, I think. Near the bazaar, in fact.
Our sleeping brother.
No, he was alone. Why do you ask?
I found him having some kind of episode.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
先来捡个瓶子，可以去拿去卖钱。哦。不能走。哇，有船呢。
You hear laughter and music ahead. You can still make out the lower half of the words "Selk free" sticking out on the brick beneath. The old factory is mangy with past identities. An archaeological record of Portofino turf. It has been many things over its lifetime. For now, it is a black market brimming with foreign imports. The silk factory was once the pride and lifeblood of Portofino. Whoever occupies it occupies the city's soul, even in ruins. You also have the red disc from the stereo system. You could seek out a media vendor to assess it.
好，来寻找那个。这个怎么找？哦，这里。
The fire exit stands conspicuously ajar. Someone has wedged it open with a ball. Wrong. Ball wants to play, not wedge.
It's a pelota ball, the local variation of handball. Pelota balls are not designed for use as doorstops. Someone has elevated this ball to contraption status.
而我则是好像可以去答辩一下。
It's just a ball in a door. You pocket the ball and close the fire door
就这样
firmly.
子，我应该要看一下。
The fire door is still tightly closed. The door sits flat.
看，我应该看一下里面的。没吃，算了。好吧。
On the TV, a giant wolf-like creature stands up on its hind legs and howls. Dangerous, mythical, electrifying. No wonder the kids are watching it. Suddenly, the beast roars and light floods the screen. It's followed by a wet, pulpous sound. An acceptable mimicry of a skull liquefying under extreme thermal stress. LED lights are distributed evenly along the blade. Durable PVC hilt with textured grip. Impressive armament. The Luz, once a powerful empire, now reconstituted as a modern techno-fascist state, the rising military and cultural power of the day.
66 chambers in her heart, and each one contains a wolf. 太屌了吧！
这气真的太强。
Notice that the broadcast is in Mercian, not Lusian, dubbed for a foreign audience. Troubling, especially if Lusian cultural exports are what they primarily consume.
Don't tell that to the music man, he hates it.
A neurotically organized stall, about 10 meters west. A morose man stands there obsessively cleaning a disc-like object.
哦，这个人我应该要去找一下。
A man of strong opinion that he's not afraid to shout about, even to children.
It would poison our brain with sonic excrements. Excrements. Huh? He's a loser. Green cat was also a thief to help talk.
Neither sounds terribly enticing.
Copy.
Ridiculous. These wobbling open chassis abominations can barely function on solid ground. Some Portoferans refer to Lusians as strange cousins, a nod to this island's colonial past. Certainly not part of Luz. It's a wealthy state in the developed world, known for its bogs and poets. A mere 4-hour flight, but there are no
也才4
commercial
小时。
flights between Portoferro and the Illuminated Empire.
不要打坏他们的兴致。哦耶，超
Trying
多
not
周
to
边。
lose count of all the cool stuff he doesn't have.
Drinking cups。
Let's be logical. Whoever needs it more, you, obviously, should have it. Why would you take this from him? He clearly treasures the toy.
Huh. 好哦。41%哦，试试看吧。我觉得不是白不是，干。好，那
It's
就
easy. You've had loads of life experiences. Just pull them all together, but make it wolfy.
fatigue 啊，好啦，
No irony, only the truth.
干 delirium。
Slowly, the kids turn away from you.
还是剧情会烂掉之类的。
干算了，我不跟他们讲话了啦。
The children ignore.
越来越烂了。只要这个一满，我的能力值就会被扣哦。这个就是。
Off-brand drivers, cheap plastic housing. Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it. Collectors, art students, tourists, tote bag owners, the whole dim herd. You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene. That's right. Imaginative faculties dulled by senseless repetition. Forgive me, friend. I'd mistaken you for a common replayer.
哇，我好屌。
Too much to ask, I expect that you're a fellow Einzeltone aficionado? Yes, it is. Further than most people get, at least. Go ahead, browse away. My name's Petre. If you need anything, I'll be here, lamenting what's left of the culture. Strange how? Format or content?
He takes the disc warily.
An Einzelton XR. Where did you get this? Einzelton hasn't been available to consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sol to people who appreciate its wonders.
Specialists, collectors of the rare and the defunct. People like him, in other words.
The apex of auditory technology. A high-fidelity yet dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a single play. A magnet embedded in the disc erases its contents as it's being listened to. As in life, everything happens only once. Replayability is oblivion. You played it? Filthy animals. Those. Better they recalled them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this, to save them from this humiliation from being passed around like...
A light switch flips off in his eyes. He handles it as reverently as if it were a tiny plastic coffin.
I'm sorry. UV can only be ultraviolet. Degenerate Lucian Electrodross. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems. But she's the top of today's pile. Do I look like I'm 14 years old and brain dead?
好凶啊！
The fact that it's committed to Einzelton suggests it's some kind of promo copy. Some new advancement of degeneracy from across the Nos Correntes. This ultraviolet has gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by counter-fascist radicals, whatever that means. Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me. Mystery, fragility, trying to add something of the legendary to her status. Things like her make me almost miss the days the Lucians were marching on the colonies. None of this is the Einzelton's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them. No, I'm afraid it's not. No more potential, only anti-potential. Replayability is oblivion. The end.
要让他 get over it 吗？
Just a disc, is it? And we're just piles of blood and gristle? It really saddens me to hear you speak like this. I almost would have preferred if you were just a regular replayer. Instead, you get my hopes up only to dash my brains out against some rock.
好好哦。
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy. It's done. No mass. The beauty and the tragedy of the format. I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
可以问这个is it possible to reconstruct?
I'm afraid not. The format is near obsolete. Einzeltone is the past, yet it contains the future. How exquisite. So, your question is, Petre, how do I reanimate a corpse? I would class it as necrophilia, actually. I'll be honest, the thought is so disturbing to me that I've never entertained it before. But theoretically... Theoretically, it might be possible.
Oh, it might be possible.
You would have to repolarize, remnants processing, probably a concentrated magnetic flip, neodymium grader. It would involve some custom gear, no doubt, but my answer to your distressing question is yes. I think you could. Recapturing something that's already gone? Hopeless, I think. And grotesque. Don't ask me about this again. I feel unclean.
The vendor's eyes narrow behind his orange lenses.
This is a media store, not the missing persons division. Also one of the GMs with questions like that. I try. So most of humanity fades into an indistinguishable morass of banality. This colleague, what does it look like? Ah, the sock boy.
哦，他真的记得哎 ，The Sock
Dialectical
Boy
looking glasses, air of advanced virginity.
Back in photo 24, your would-be double gurgles his ascent.
He definitely had some on when he darkened my store. Small mercies. Yes, he came by here. Little communist lost. Adrift among the many wonders of the free market. Air of a child hastily abandoned at a fire station, waiting on a mother who won't be coming back.
Cerebrally.
Well, viewed it might be a stretch. Let's just say the man was definitely mobile. He was dreaming big, I'll give him that. Also dreaming moronic. Your dialectical friend mistook himself for some sort of big money businessman. He wanted the bazaar to import superblock hosiery. Socks to start with, but there was talk of cotton tights, even stockings if the venture took off. You're joking, of course. He didn't even know what a velo disc was, let alone an Einzelton. At a certain point, I'm just debasing myself. No. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wasted the stock. He seemed immune to music. Of course not. I don't sell socks. So is he all right, your man? Or what?
这是什么意思
？Perpetual 是永远的。
Comrade 同志。哇塞，这么我的袜子界的永远的同志，感觉超荒谬。袜子界永远的同志吗？好啦。
Ah, so you're also a communist. But you're not that little, or particularly lost, I'd say. I'll be blunt. Are you with a weeping eye?
看我这样就被看出来了，好吧？
Because they've been especially active here recently. Usually they just let things slide. All the Lucian merchandise. Good for everyone. But these days, they're staring right at us. Unblinking. Keep them. If things get too hot, I can always slit my wrists with a shard of Velodis before they take me down. My point is, your colleague was asking questions. Now, something's obviously happened, and here you are, also asking questions. Given the current climate, no one wants to answer these questions, least of all, me. I'll tell you what I told your sock friend. Speak to the boatman down by the Vest docks.
Oh, boatman.
He's the one who knows the underground goings-on around here. We're just the vendors. The cool one. Excessive sunglasses. Relaxed aura, likely on a boat. No way of confusing him. Wonderful. Now for all our sakes, please say no more. If you want to talk media formats, I'm your man. This other stuff... Shelves are over there. Mostly crass replayable formats, but such is the Maybe not.
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy block letters. Despised sub. Various sections are separated by narrow plastic dividers, each one labeled with the same neat script. A single label fills up the entire back row. L-pop. Leloux's state-sanctioned popular music format. Algorithmically optimized, ideologically vetted, and chemically catchy.
It's all shit.
Have you met fans of the slop? If I leave it out front, I'll spend the evening scraping fluids off the jewel cases. What galls me is that it doesn't matter how I label any of it. These animals thank me for being thorough, then bite.
A baffling assortment. Hairdresser music, children's choirs, self-love anthems, opinionated female vocalists, and too many keyboards.
超多各式各样。要25块啊！我现在钱也没有很多。
And what exactly would you call adults who fawn over dolled-up starlets too young to even own the rights to their own music, huh? Don't tell me you're one of them. Never is the only sane answer.
There. Blood Golden.
Still crass music on a crass, replayable format, but at least it's not an active attempt to idiotize the population. I'll give you that.
You turn your attention.
哦耶，现在钱太少了，先再晃一下。可以爬上去，看一下下面这边。
外面是会冷啊。
Canned beverages are lined up like brightly coloured soldiers, neatly regimented behind coiled springs.
看，我觉得我需要捡一下 Delirium 但没有任何的干救我，
The refreshments remain.
救我！我不可以再 Delirium 下去了。
The Guardia Municipal officer is intensely scratching at his. Scaly reliefs and cracked plates. Like some diseased armor. Common bore deterrents, loud noises and strong smells such as predator urine, placed in strategic locations. The way he intones the word mother suggests a primitive monotheist before an image of a graven god.
She stands undefeated.
Animal rival.
那我要去可怜的做一些可怜的事。
As you step away.
离开离开。东西太多了，看不完。有那么多啊？Every day from 好 ，OK。我要把它拿走吗？好。有吧？我记得我有另一个啊，没有吗？我之前不是有抄一个？好吧。哎，这可以降 anxiety 哎啊，好爽哦！感觉我觉得我现在需要降我的 delirium， 这样超白痴，我已经不知道我在干嘛，我根本就没有在解任务，我在乱扯。
The brightly coloured cans seem even more vivid upon your return.
The refreshments remain.
The brightly coloured cans seem even
看怎
more
么都是一
vivid
样
upon
的
your
啊
return.
有
The refreshments remain.
You're not Portaferan. Foreigners always have the best stories, much more interesting than the local fauna. And you're a long way from Marcia.
What happened, sugar tits? You get lost? Or are you just looking for company?
好凶哦！超凶，先友善一点哈。好啦，算了，还是这个 whatever。I've got questions for you guys.
Animals. That's how it is with most pilots, though. Here.
"干哦，不是哦，对吼，好吧，喝酒也是蛮正常的，算了。哦，不要啦。
We're all strangers in this city. Why don't you join us? We've got nothing better to do. At least until the phone hugger over there fucks off or dies.
怎么办？我快要被扣我的能力了，真是要哭了。
Officially, we're Lucian.
We're exiles. The reunion came for us. We came here.
The reunion. Laluse's grand annexation campaign. Slow, legal, often bloody. A creeping tide reclaiming, every few years, one more of their old colonies.
Tell you what, Messiah. You grease my gullet. I'll tell you some fucked up stories.
干，我再继续这样，然后我这批人就继续加。
I flew from Tariska,
guy.
small coastal town northeast of St. Alwyn proper. Was seeing a woman there. Ripped to Vortex E6 right off the tarmac.
Light craft, single turboshaft engine and a mere 120-litre biodiesel bladder. Favoured by the Answanian militia and guerrilla.
Lucian variant in this case, controls near illegible. Couple of days in, they started quelling the uprisings, and I'd heard enough about these things to how it was about to go down. So I hijacked her, right from the hangar. Didn't even fully remove the top.
They were going to make an example out of that city. Well, they...
Steep climb. Almost flamed out on the way up, but I rolled her clean over behind me. The city sprawled like veins in marble. Beautiful.
He edges out onto a thin sheet of memory, like a child on a frozen lake.
Same as they always did, except for the last time. I remember sun hitting the domes of the council houses and the harbour, hundreds of iridescent green sails. Beetle shells, we called them. Soon it was just me and the ocean. And then the light came. Burying bombs. Soft. Colourless at first. Then green and violet. Waves all over the shoreline and colours I didn't know existed. Swirling like oil in water.
Painter's nightmare. Etched in bodies and fire.
Those bombs don't leave ruins, you know. Not even craters. Just smooth flatlands covered in fine grey dust. Aye, well here I am.
You want more stories like that, sweet cheeks? We're full of them. Well, I still have my tenantry passport. Stamped and all. Could fly back.
The tenantries of St. Olwyn. Re-annexed in the early 80s.
Oh, sure. And end up like Joe here? Ours?
If it is, I won't be around to see it. Liver's on its way out. Cancer will get me before the Illusions do.
哇，实在是不敢选第二个。
Working on it. Cheers.
哎，不行哎，我不行，我不行。
Anyway, you're the foreigner here, Mercia, so you tell us. The Lucians. Think they'll be here anytime soon?
选哪一个呢？
Hear that?
干。
Smart. And
Either way, that's for you lot to worry about. I'm out the door.
给他10块钱的话，还会钱好少。好啦，给他。
I flew from Tariska, small coastal town northeast of St. Olwyn proper. Was seeing a woman there. A ripped to vor...
Light craft. Single turbo shaft engine
啊，
and
不
a
是啊
mere，
这不
120.
是他刚刚讲过。
Lucian variant in this case. Couple of days in, they started steep climb. Almost
He edges out into a thin sheet of memory. Like a...
Luz scrambled 3 fighters, mainlanders, not locals. They didn't know the territory like I did. They tried to box me over the Viren Canyon, but I pulled a snap roll and kissed the ridges by a hair. Left them twisting in their own country. Soon it was just me and the ocean. Burying... Soft.
Painter's nightmare.
Those bombs don't leave ruins, you know. Not even craters. Just smooth flatlands covered... Aye. Rats survive, pigeons too.
you want more stories like that, sweet cheeks? We're full of them. Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. Sure do, sweetheart. The good Dr. Hugo's on his houseboat right there. Reassuring to know that no matter how hot and heavy it gets, we're only 10 feet away from resuscitation.
Can't say anyone like that struck me, but a lot of people use the phone line. The only reason why we rarely notice the hugger is because he refuses to leave.
I would say ask the Duchess herself, but she doesn't talk about clients with other clients. She's professional like that.
From the superblock, eh? Interesting. But no.
Pseudopod. It's as though he had been as much of a non-person when he was alive as he is now.
Just another foreign money, man. City's been full of them lately.
Stuck-up little shit. Strolled in one evening, couple of nights back, picked up the phone and hasn't let go of it since.
We all want our turn, sugar. That's 'cause you don't know the miracle line.
It's just a sex line, Marcia. Though admittedly a formidable one.
Sex line. 对啊，好笑。
He's here every damn day. Stays on the line for hours. Doesn't care one bit if anyone else has had a turn or not. Only shuffles off once the sun sets. What are we going to do? Fight him? Even if somebody pummeled him half to death, he'd feel nothing. He's an empty suit. Not even the decency to be sad. Let him rot in him wealth.
He's not rich, Lava. He just works for rich people. Ignore them, Marcia. They have no idea how money works.
Who cares, sugar? No one in a suit ever did any real work.
Come on. Foreign money men in this city? Empty, obviously.
Believe me, we've all had enough of the phone hugger. It's got a couple things to recommend it, eh?
It's a bit shit, but it's fine.
You picture the words in bold on the cover of the world's least enthusiastic travel brochure.
Oh, you know. Got some real friendly locals. Skilled, too.
You'd be happy to live on a trash heap as long as you got to keep your phone sex, wouldn't you?
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips.
Ex-pilots. Does Joe there look like he could get anything up, let alone a plane? Loud Joe. He doesn't talk much. I'm Pigeon. That's Slava over there.
Slava used to be the name of a fishing port company out of the north. My main cargo for a while. Packages stunk to high hell.
Guess.
All signs aren't meant to be flattering. So if he was named after a bird known for its wayfinding.
这样讲他会生气吗？
Sure, why not?
Man's got no compass. Him couldn't make it to the payphone without using radar.
Joke's on you all anyway. I never minded pigeons. Tough little fuckers.
I did clockwork freight. Perishable goods, fruits, marrow fish, whatever spoils quick.
Military. Laojiao was what they call a lamprey, people smuggler. Legally, yes, but all his cargo were there voluntarily. Desperate, in fact. Zhao
Okay,
ran
fine.
low altitude missions in and out of the territories for, what, 10 years? Call them whatever you want. They wanted out, if you say so.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. Until next time.
裤子。
Unwise to your presence, a lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. It practically clings to it, like a shipwreck survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in.
看他是他快射了。
Please. I need to feel like my position's in jeopardy.
所以我们现在是等成品回报那边长怎样？
没有吧？他不是说2个小时后可以吃吗？
啊？这意思啊？
没有啊，就是他的号码牌大概要2个小时后才排得到啊，是这个意思吧？所以他可以先回家，然后等时间快到了再跟你一起出门，是这个意思吧？
我看懂了。
对啊，所以我们就大概反正7点左右到那边，预计2小时嘛，就可能不到7点啦，比如说6点50 7点左右到。对啊，因为他在那边等2个小时有点太无聊了。
对，而且太冷了。
对。
那我们是不是应该要呼啸一下？
对啊，我在想这个到底要玩到什么时候？不过因为这其实也是 demo 而已，我其实随时都可以把它关掉，就是觉得也不用真的玩那么久。
哦。
这种游戏不就？
那我是随时可以。
可以啊，你可以开。
Tell me.
我已经有点快太多了。
Oh, I think I forgot someone's title.
那我来呼啸一下。好久没开了。
因为我在想，反正这试玩版，不过试玩的内容其实我觉得有点多已经玩到有点，觉得玩的太久了，好笑。我没有预期他会玩这么久。哈 ，Doctor Hugo is unavailable for a few days。干，真假啦？干，没有医生可以找啊？好吧。 那也是没办法。
嗯。
You approach the steel door. Faint oxidation halo spread across it.
No response. There's still no response. There's still no... It's locked. Still locked. Try one of the many doors that are not locked. Or the open air black. You step back from the...
可恶，这个绿绿的门。哎，哎，要怎么走啊？哎哎，等一下。哦哦，哎哎，这可以翻哦，看超酷，很酷。哎呦，哦，猴子。A puppet.看他会讲话哦。No trade 哎，好。Stockman。超荒谬。哎，干，好啦，好啦，好啦，不要乱按。 哎，好啦，看人真的不能一直在乱按哎。算了算了，之后再说啊。好，总之我们知道这边有一个地方可以换。手电筒，手电筒，有没有手电筒呢？
You flip the shutter lock open from the inside and slip out into Port of Fear.
好吧。按不到。 哦，得到。要换一下。那要怎么离开啊？哦，这里。 我这样可以Delirium减5哎，好像不错哎。
Delirium
但 Fatigue 会加2，好啊，抽一下，抽一下。好，真假？哦。
The gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between leaves little room for passage. Only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
You push the gate. The metal creaks, but it doesn't move. It's held fast by a rusty chain. We're gonna need tools. Rust speckled. A system compromised at the subatomic level.
看是有多高？爬了很久哎。
The man doesn't react or turn as you approach. Your feet.
Ah, a fellow public servant. Mystifying and multifaceted. The fire exit. I watched you remove the offending ball. Order restored. You have my appreciation. Glad we both got something out of the ordeal then. Please, sit. My view is your view. I'm being punished. My employer has placed me in an impossible position.
The oldest transit company in the city.
I'm a safety inspector, watching the lines. As you might have noticed, this pylon is under construction, technically. It's my role to ensure the lines and pylons are all built according to code. And this line, Line 9, will never be finished. Then they would be waiting a very long time.
Cruel joke.
Where to start? This pylon's angle deviated more than expected as the concrete set. Hazardous near water. Shouldn't have skimped on materials. Then there are the clearance issues. The party alley rooftops are higher than the building department's official records. I could falsify my reports and declare Line 9 safe for construction anyway, or I could quit. Either way, the company can't lose. It's exquisite, really. A perfect stability resulting from opposing tensions. As an engineer, I can only admire it. Of course, I'm also a man. Fortunately, this spot lends itself to reflection. Contemplating my punishment helped me see how to live with it. What else is left to do? You know, the view's not mine, just in case.
Whatever thoughts you tried to summon are carried away by the wind whistling through the metal. The crisp air sends a pleasant tingle through your abdomen.
A colleague of yours? I figured. A sock-selling duo. There's something nice to that. Quite a formal-looking man, yes? He was here just the other day. He had a conversation with the music vendor over there. He did not. I couldn't say. A lot of people come through here. I couldn't really tell. You're welcome.
A ghost boat.
Terror to most, but for those with a taste for it, this is the kind of sound that vibes with their darkened soul.
A colleague of yours? Really? Quite a formal-looking man, yes? I assume the music vendor told you as much. You're welcome. Before you go, you might want to know. It seems someone is interested in you.
A heavy-set man.
A light crackle teases you. Could it be you've seen this person as well?
Oh.
No, I don't think so. Of course.
A film of water, grease, and rust gives the machine a scaled quality, like a sea creature risen and tamed. The beast reads, Porto Engenharia at its...
Designed and built in Portofino, back when the city still had the industrial capacity to manufacture on this scale by itself.
Cold, rough, unfeeling. You scan up and down the docks for machinery, but find none. This must be the last of its species. A gust of wind turns the crane's hook toward the dock workers. It looks like an accusation. Moonlight over the water when they came. The sound of hammers and drills deep into the night, just like the old days. But when the sun rose, the crane found itself alone, its comrades slain for scrap. Water drips from its hook, the color of rust. Seabirds.
Oh yeah. 不知道他这个试玩有没有一个严格意义上的终点？哦，找到他了。
The man gives no indication of registering your presence as you approach. His mirrored sunglasses are turned upwards.
Beast.
It must be slain. A jolt of fear snaps through you, writing itself across your face. Unclear if he saw. He sniffs idly, rolling the cigarette between his lips.
嗯，要选这个吗？好啦，选。
We'll have a talk with the vendors later today.
Ah, like you.
Eternal Zero。Eternal Zero。
He's genuinely perplexed.
你可以试试看，但我大概知道为什么。对，可能是我在他们低头粉。没有啊，真的啊。
哦，我得到一个 skill point， 终于，
对，
所以我升级了嘛。哦，我好需要哦。
对，所以我现在应该要被赶出那个。哎。
Your cerebral spinal fluid turns to liquid.
带的东西，要带的东西就是比较大的，你先把它塑胶袋拿去，再把它倒好，然后看多少就行。今天的深夜之前，好，最好是您吃饭前回来。只有1个小时多。 那这个时候，你有没有办法先把大的东西整理出来？好吧，我要决定要带哪一把伞。哦，
看到的东西可以甩，就很想甩干。哎，哦，这样可以甩。
其实只要带，我不知道我的发热衣到底哪些是适合滑雪，哪些是不适合滑雪的。这把是，好。不要穿发热衣。等一下哦，怕呢我放这，刚才这要踩了。 然后，就内裤。没有内裤不要换，
干，我都要选哪一个啊？好啦。
只有内裤跟里面要穿的衣服啊，就这样而已啊。对吧？手套，对吧？对吧？其实没什么用。 其实没什么东西，所以你可以给我最小卡的胶，如果有的话，这是我记得线，差不多吧？对啊。
就是它上那个红色行李箱啊，在
妈的 fuck！
上面左边，上次最前方是李斌那个。
选哪一个呢？ 都是 S 是怎么念呢？
变 H 不知道是。
哎、这就是这也是特务哎、间谍特务
有
我懂。原来如此。
那是 Disco 的问题。这个游戏真的太颠簸了。
所以你们明天几点出发？真是不是没有在听？
啊？什么东西？没有，你们现在两个都讲话，我听不懂。
没事。
好，没事。这件事要怎么做到？这个很简单，应该说是，因为他自己查了就一定有的。我知道最飞就是2个 Excel 档，然后就是又懂英文，然后。
我今天跟你讲滑雪的时候，我在想是，最里面有件内衣嘛。
Boatman ，boat。吧。
Excuse me. Can you take a look at this?
Is it porn?
Have you seen him before? You're sure? Thanks for taking a look. Wanna buy some costume? Oh, that's Ultravioleta, the Elysian pop star. Always thought that type of music was too young for me, but I've been enjoying her stuff recently for some reason. No, but it's definitely her kind of title. Weird disc, that. Oh, you should ask Petre at the music stall over there. He'll know more. Doubt he's an ultra, though. Mi viejo, my dad. He's been missing a few days. He's not around, and I can't find him anywhere. Right, I should have started with that, I guess. His name's Enoch Klantz. Yeah, he probably just started walking and got lost. Old people do that kind of thing. I'm just worried. I told him watching too much TV was making him crazy. Bagman. Yes, that was it. After Dad retired, his friend Gilmar turned him onto the reality situation. They got obsessed, had them convinced they were truth detectives, which apparently means someone who goes around looking for evidence of invisible aircraft carriers and iodine-deficient children. Dad and Gilmar were always following up on leads and calling into the show. Felt like Bagman was encouraging them, you know? Oh, so you're like into that too? Maybe you'll get this then. My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the western exit of the bazaar. No, he's not. Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets your attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Emter was behind it all. A couple days ago, he stopped by the stall to bring me lunch. Then he said he was going to make a call. I wasn't nervous at first. I figured there was no risk of anything actually happening. And then he didn't come home. No. I mean, he just can't leave things alone when he gets an idea into his head. Bagman did an episode on them, and so Gilmar started following random people, thinking they were from the bank. Not long after, he roped my dad into it. Guys in expensive business suits, usually. Foreign accents, verbally abusive, and tight with their money. Except when it comes to treating a client. Normal rich guy stuff. Hitting up the bars and shouting abuse at the local drunks. And then they disappeared into penthouses where they couldn't be followed. Yeah, that's what mi viejo thought. He went home, but Gilmar stayed out. And then he called my dad around 2 in the morning. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad went by his house the next day, but Gilmar wasn't there. I asked my dad if the phone call was a nightmare or if he forgot Gilmar was going on a trip. I thought maybe the show was getting into his head, you know? Dad really believed it, though. He looked for him for 2 weeks, reported him missing to the GMs. Nothing. They seem pretty random. Cousins, moon, reunion. I guess. When he tried to tell me, I wasn't really paying attention to him. He had those written down on a pad in his bedroom. He told me not to say them if I used the phone. It all sounded so silly. Yeah, thanks for humoring me. Don't pay too much attention to it. He'll probably
还
turn
可
up
以
any
go
day now.
into go test also.
Please don't. Just, it's a stupid conspiracy theory, all right? No point digging your nose in it. Mi viejo will... Oh, yeah, he came by. Nice man. Talked a lot about stuff. Not really. Wandered off into the bazaar. What do you mean, something's happened? Did he use the phone? Oh, well, at least you have that. He was, normal. Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of distracted when he showed up. Why? Really? You're not going to try to make a call or anything, right? Okay. It's the phone by the western entrance to the bazaar. Oh yeah, she's cool. Intimidating too, despite the size. We hang out sometimes in the back of the stall. She's been good about this. Yeah, they're right there. Take a look.
诶，不能吗？ 是不是可以买个？一下。
That'll look funny on you. You need anything else? Thanks for stopping by.
穿衣服，穿衣服。
A cosmonaut suit. Its shoulder patch reads, "The stars are ours."
5,000
5,000.
I wonder it's still here. If it is, then it's one of the few things for sale here that isn't a knockoff Elysium electronic. A classroom with a buffed blue floor and white fiberboard tiling. The teacher rolls a square little television in on a cart. The camera follows the white column up, and then it jerks, or cuts out. When the picture returns, there's just a white cloud sprouting new white limbs. The rocket nowhere to be seen. For a long moment, none of the students can tell what's happening. Then, one by one, they realize. A faulty seal, a minor propellant leak. Next thing you know, 4 cosmonauts are splattered across the face of God. Expensive, fruitless. The program's failure promptly tanks the Portaferan economy. Supreme Leader Nestor flees into his second exile not long after. As for the bazaar, it's saturated with surplus equipment, memorabilia, and replicas. This suit is most likely the latter. You once heard that the pressure in space can turn your focus wide. A vertical safari of stuffed animals. Each bulbous orb represents a beast defanged, defenseless. Within this deformity lies the essence of their soft, fuzzy, and without. Plushies in various sizes, colours, and denominations. Immobile grins, middle fingers to nature itself. Each plushie is branded with an obviously counterfeit brand name of Zoo Textile. Next to it, the vendor has stickered each. You scour the mound of fake flesh for the missing model. There doesn't seem to be a single.
不见了3号。
You must elevate your focus, clear your mind of the plushie's maddening absence. You close your eyes, burrow into your mind's folds, looking for a plushie-shaped void. You find its edges, you feel around it, making your thoughts plushie shape so that they can fill it in. Plushie number 3 is you.
哈，好哦。
The Loons, expansive techno-fascist state known for high-quality electronics. Their recent cultural exports are making fascism the new hot thing. None watch you do.
怎么有 fascism？ 你知道陈总开始体会到这种游戏的乐趣了吗？
你说乐趣吗？
对啊，
不太确定哎。我之前玩 Disco Elysium 的时候就觉得要一直看对话，的确是有点累，没办法一次玩很久。但问题就是你把它跳出之后，你就不知道你下一次什么时候会点进去。对啊，我上次就是这样啊，就玩了一个下午，然后跳出之
The
后
gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
我刚从另一侧打开不了，这一侧就可以把它打开。
You take the chain between the beak of your tool and push. Muscles and collapses in a jangling heap at your feet. The metal creaks and gives way. The chain lies bleeding out on the cobblestone. In another life, it would have been a serpent.
哦，打开了，但刚刚那边我已经走过去过了。这边我也来。
The
我们
The fire door is still tightly. The door sits flush.
嗯，感觉已经把我现在有看到的地方都晃完嘞。但我也是没有仔细看过地图啊，因为地图有点难懂。
I'll print. Our strange cousins across the strait? What's there to tell? This city is like a little scrap of meat fallen between the bowls of two large dogs. One day we're going to wake up to find one of them has gobbled us up while we were sleeping. If it's between your superblock and La Luz, I've made my decision. I'll be here if you...
You return to your double's limp body.
对，不知道要去哪了。
You dial your controller's number. Raw information atomizes its.
I thought you were headed out. What is it? You have your directives. Get moving.
The line goes. Peeling wallpaper hangs above your bed. Uninspiring. Faded patterns. A great void of expression. What you need is a somethingness to look up at. Have you considered engaging with the visual art? Create a mural. Fill the wall with the outpouring of your expressive soul. Perhaps a tasteful selection of local art. Perform the role of curator. Bagman watches on approvingly as you secure his position. No more nothingness. The wall has no...
好吧，其实我觉得可以先玩到这里，嘿嘿。而且已经6点了，晚点就要准备出门去吃好久没吃的。
确实，
对啊，
我还在想我大概几号的时候要出发？60的时候出发会开。
现在几号？
现在37啊，要等到75啊。
那这样我大概几点出门？
你自己决定，因为我连我自己都没办法决定啊。
好呗，他睡觉，我今天没睡多少。
他是说，我是5点去的啊，他说2到2个小时20分钟啊。所以你如果真的很稳，你就抓7点到吧。
好了。
玩这个破游戏。